Alright, welcome back to another trade recap. And today was a little bit, I guess confusing. But I'm up $376. And you can see all the executions right there. And that makes up for yesterday's loss, only 200. And yeah, we're up $703.50 on the week, which is good. Um, so yeah, I'm just get right into it. So I said I am bullish because we already had a retracement and it looks like we are displacing upwards. Obviously, both of my trades were bearish, but why does it look like that? Should be like right there. I don't know. Obviously, both of my trades were bearish, but it's because bearish just look good. Obviously, my bias was correct. We're going up now, but it just took a little bit, so I'm actually gonna write that down. I'll say price. I'll say bullish bias down. AM session. Okay. Incurred it. Pause. Alright, I'm gonna get into it. Alright, so my first trade. Damn, price is really just ripping right now. Holy. Alright, whatever. Alright, and it left this data low. Weird. I'm gonna delete this. Set an alarm. Delete the alarm. Delete. Okay, so my first trade, I guess both of my trades really were out of this 15-minute gap that previously got tapped. We had an SMT right here, obviously. Not anymore. But we did have an SMT right here. ES was above this, and Q, actually we still do. As we speak, it's absolutely skyrocketing. Alright, but we had an SMT, like right here, and right, obviously where even is, that's right there. So we had a big SMT. We had this 15-minute gap, but besides that, there was nothing on the 1 hour, like within the range, nothing. I guess we were in this 4 hour, but really just nothing to even like look at. So there's this 15-minute gap. So I was gonna see what happened when we reached this 15-minute gap, and reswept this high, because the first time we hit this gap was right here. We had a bit of a sell-off. So I guess what will happen if we reach into that high? So we came up into the high, and this is where it gets kind of confusing. We came up into the high. This was it. This was our CI. This was the CISD. I didn't really get this entry because I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying. I was either writing my bias or something was happening, and then I came back to the charts when price was already down here, so the CSD already happened. So this is where I got a pretty crazy entry. I waited till it retapped the CISD, so all the way up here. As you can see, I sold 10 at 21,325.25. So that's 0.5. So it would be like right there. So right there, when it retapped it, yeah. So when it retapped it and then went up a little bit, I sold. And I wasn't risking too much. I was risking like $200 something, and it went all the way down. And this is where it kind of gets a little confusing, because at 21,292.75, 21,292.75. Oh, so this low right here. At this low right here, I was going to scale because it was already like over 2R, and I just wanted to secure some profits. So I scaled, as you can see, look at this. I scaled 5. I was going to scale 8, like 80%. I was going to get out. I was going to make a lot of money. But I accidentally scaled 5. Can you see? Yeah, I scaled 5, and then I accidentally set a wrong order. So then I bought 3 instead of scaling 8. I only scaled 2 because I scaled 5, and I bought 3 instead of scaling 5 and scaling 3. So then it moved. So after that, I was up like $100 something, and then it moved my. So then I was in 12, because that's just how it works. 10 plus 2, or 10 minus 5 plus 3. Plus 12. I don't even know what happened, honestly. Plus 12? What is that even? Oh, because I was in a sell. Oh, I was in a sell. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, so then it was all confusing, and then it came back up to 21,304, so it was like around here. And then I just decided to cut the trade because my stop got moved from here to like around here, and it was a bad break even, so I didn't really like it. I would have never been hit break even at this trade if I saved my original entry. It would have came up, almost got me, and then came all the way down. So it would have been a really good trade. But unfortunately, another execution error. This is like my third, so I got to stop doing that. But I ended up with $376. I guess a little less than this because of this break even, but I ended up with around that much money, which isn't a bad trade at all. It should have been probably like honestly, if this, let's just forget about this trade. If this trade got it, came up, I mean, it would have been over $1,000 day. I would like to think so. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then I was up 300, like 50, or I don't know, it was like $360. And I decided we're in this like change the state of delivery / order block area. And I'm fine. I just risked like 200 something dollars. I only bought 5, so 5 times however much this is. 5 times 20, I don't know, whatever. So I only bought 5 contracts, and I decided to risk like 200 something dollars because I still liked the trade, but it was just I just had this execution error, so I got in. And I was just gonna hold all the way to data low right here. This is low. I was just gonna hold all the way to data low. Price pumped. I was up like $700. I want to say maybe a little less, maybe like 500. I don't know. I was up a lot, and it just left it short by 36 points, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. Another rough break even. This is like my like 4th or 5th rough break even of the past 2 weeks. So yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. $376. I ended green on this day. Tomorrow should be really good. So yeah, 2,500. I have a good buffer now. I was at like $800 some, but now I'm at $1,500 until obviously I lose the account, which hopefully won't happen. But I'm $2,500 away from passing the account, which could happen next week. So I'm thinking either next week or the week after that I'll pass this account, and then who knows? We'll see what happens after that. See what happens if it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's really it for today. It wasn't the greatest. There was no gaps, which I don't like it when there's no gaps. Like this is the only one, and yeah. So I actually didn't even check. Yeah, Datalo wasn't taken on the yes. All right, well, that's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow for another recap, and yeah, I'll see ya.